Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Software Engineer K, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through a quick overview of how to get set up on Comic-Con, who the exhibitors are, what to kind of expect, what kind of things you should be doing in the coming day/week in order to prepare. And I just wanted to also go address a really common question. A lot of people have been asking how the token migration will work, because we have obviously the OMI side and the NFT side. They're a bit different, so I just wanted to kind of share my thoughts on that. And I did also just want to touch on the price for today. Oh, and we also have a really cool community driven competition going on. It is the meme masters, so I'll show you guys exactly what's going on with that. So if we just go straight to Ecomi, now there's this competition going on where they have people creating memes, and our guy Mr. McShack, he is through to the top 16. Yeah, top 16. So make sure you give McShack a like, follow, and do check out his memes. Like, he's been creating some really funny stuff. I think he's got another new one here. Let's just have a look. He did one on the ghost trap as well, which is quite funny. Yeah, here we go. I won't play the audio just because for copyright reasons, but yeah, definitely check out his stuff. He does some really cool funny stuff. Now, on the point of Comic-Con, so if you're not already signed up, you should be signed up. So you can just click this top right corner, and you should get a member ID. You have to also confirm your email after you've been signed up, so that you don't lose access to your membership. So that's kind of something that you should that you probably have to do later on, but I believe they give you like a 30-day cutoff to do it. Now, what's interesting is if we go straight to the list of exhibitors. Now, VeVe Ecomi, they're not currently on the list of exhibitors, but that's fine, because if you just read the fine print, because some people were worried about this, they were like, hey, they're not on the list, is they're going to have the full list on July the 22nd. And July the 22nd is the Thursday, and this is going to start on the Friday. So, on the day before they actually launch, this list is going to be updated with the full final list. Now, on the actual list itself, I did have a look through it, and again, it's the same kind of names that I would expect, and the same kind of licensors that I speculate we could be seeing with VeVe. So, Bandai was one, Blizzard is another one that I suspect. We've got like the really common ones like Capcom. We had Toy Tokyo in here as well. Obviously Marvel, DC, all of those ones. I suspect, maybe Funimation or Toei Animation. They're kind of like within the anime niche. And VeVe, they do kind of want to explore products for that niche as well. But yeah, there was some of the kind of like more niche ones as well. I think Todd McFarlane was somewhere here as well. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Now, on the program schedule, so again, exact same issue that people were worried about. They're like, hey, I don't see VeVe or Ecomi on the program schedule anywhere. And if I just search for it, that is true, I couldn't find them. But what I suspect is, again, I believe this program will be updated closer to the time anyway. But also what I found was a lot of the current licensors, they are part of this program schedule already. So we've got HBO Max, Cartoon Network, Adventure Time, Distant Lands here. So we know that we've got Adventure Time. So again, this gives them an opportunity to maybe link back to VeVe, something Adventure Time related. And people are speculating that we might have Doctor Who, just because there was like an old video of the TARDIS. And then we've got Marvel related stuff as well. And I think there is actually a section on Marvel Comics. And another cool one is we have Todd McFarlane as well. So Todd McFarlane takes over the universe. This would be a great opportunity to plug in VeVe, and he could talk about how his first appearance, first ever NFT on VeVe was one of his Batman. So again, that would generate hype. So I think VeVe, because they have a partnership with RNC, there's so many opportunities here to coordinate with all these licensors at this event where loads of people are going to be watching. So really, if they do this correctly, they could generate so much interest, so much new usership for the app. It will just be crazy, because you can just see how many licensors are present at this event, and it just takes a few of them to, you know, just casually mention VeVe. But I believe we will probably see an actual section, a panel section for VeVe Ecomi close to the date. Now, what I did just want to quickly touch on is, so token migration. Now, people keep asking this in the official Ecomi chat, and I've tried to explain as best as I can, but it's just a topic that keeps coming up, so I thought it might be worth just summarizing it here. So essentially, loads of projects have started off on different chains, and they move on to, you know, maybe a private blockchain or another blockchain. You know, ERC20 started having an ICO through that standard is very, very common. Now, there are a lot of examples where projects have migrated blockchain. You know, it's not something new that Ecomi is trying to do. So Tron, EOSIO, Crypto.com, Golem, all of these. Oh wait, Golem, was that the like supercomputer one? I remember that from ages ago. But yeah, some of these, they obviously moved onto, you know, different blockchains, and they did it successfully. You know, there wasn't too much hassle. And the way that they kind of do this is there are a couple of methods. So firstly, you know, you if you have self-custody of your tokens, then you may be required to initiate the migration yourself. Now, what this means is VeVe Ecomi, I believe this is the one of the paths that they're taking, is they're going to set up a platform for you to provide your OMI tokens on GoChain, and your address, it will link up to your wallet, which is probably on the ERC20 standard. And then using a smart contract, your tokens are going to be locked up, and you're going to receive the equivalent amount, equivalent dollar amount, I would say, of the new OMI token to the wallet that you provide. Now, I have to make this super, super clear. I predict there will be a lot of people trying to scam others, setting up fake sites, just trying to get you to send your OMI tokens to their, you know, fake platforms. So I have to say, just start doing your due diligence. Do not make any transactions, you know, until you are 110% sure, you know, you followed the official, you know, routes and everything. You know that this is the official platform. Only then make your transfer. And I would suggest, do not send all your OMI tokens. Send a very, very small amount as a test transaction to make sure, yes, I have received my ERC20 OMI. And then you can go ahead with the rest of the transaction. That is how I would proceed. Now, if you're too afraid to do that, because I do know people who don't even like sending stuff to, you know, private wallets because they're afraid of messing up transaction. Another option that usually projects have is the exchange will facilitate the transaction. So if you just leave your OMI on an exchange, now that's not confirmed for this to happen, but this can happen, is the exchange will do it for you. So, you know, you leave your 1 million or whatever OMI tokens there, and then you get 1 million of the new version of OMI tokens to your wallet on the exchange, and then you can withdraw that or do whatever you wish to do with that. So that could be another way. Now, this last point, they talk about cutoff dates. Now, I believe from the AMAs and whatnot, there won't be a kind of explicit hard cutoff date to do this. I believe, you know, when asked about a cutoff date, they said it will be, you know, very, very, very long. So you don't need to worry if you don't get it done on, like, you know, the first day or first month, or I suspect even within the first year. You know, maybe your wallet's just dormant. So yeah, do not worry about that. And yeah, like I said, just make sure you do your due diligence. Lastly, the OMI price for today. So I suspected that we were going to be bouncing around this region of support, and that's exactly what we're doing, because we did this previously in the week before, right before we had a huge, you know, a huge increase up to the upside, and then we kind of slowly came back down. We broke down from this channel. So this I suspected was overbought, and this I'm suspecting is a little bit oversold. If it goes below, then I believe it's definitely oversold from this area of support. Now, we can see here we touched and broke once, came back, we touched again, came back, we had a wick below, came back, and then we touched and broke again below the support, and now we've come back. And now we're literally just resting on this line of support. So, what could happen? Well, we can see that the bid and ask prices are starting to squeeze. So, I believe we could potentially see another push downwards. And where do I see it going? Well, I see some pretty solid support around about this 0.275 region, so I believe it could come down here. That's my prediction. We'll see how it goes, but again, Sunday is usually the weakest point of the market. If we're going to have a push to the downside, I believe it will be on Sunday. Now, that's pretty much everything I had to go through with you guys today. As always, please do like and subscribe to support the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.